Hey folks, how we doing? It's 7 o'clock a.m. What day is this? Thursday, January 21st, 2016. 700. That's 007. That's the Devil Elder's number of completion, the two zeros. And seven is spiritual knowledge. Um, Power is just really stuck in my head. It's the power that's involved in having knowledge. It's empowering yourself to have this knowledge. And as you utilize it, you begin to become more familiar with it, understand it, it flows within you, and it actually becomes part of understanding. It actually becomes understanding, but part of the understanding that you have inside you about many things, and that kind of broad understanding we call wisdom. This is the initial introduction to the animal essence um, series. Uh, in the very beginning, good boy, Herky, man, I love you, buddy. In the very beginning, when there were five basic fields of essence. There was human, there was fey, there was animal, there was plant, and then there was universal, which male is stars and female, excuse me, is of course planets. Good boy, Herc. How was my man? Yes, how's my. That's right, you know I'm talking about animals now, right? Oh, stretch, buddy. Um, Good boy, honey, I love you. Yes, I do. I'm going to get two new sheets on this thing here in just a little bit. Animals, what a blessing, huh? They do so much for us. Herky tells me stuff all the time. He gives me message. He's used to give me message. Sometimes he literally blurts stuff out himself as his spirit inside. Herky's a little different. Okay, Herky and Key, who was with Karen, and she's back home on the other side now, but she's hanging right around her. She won't leave, and that's cool. Um, they're a source animal. They're a little different. They came from Lily and Aaron. So in a way, Herky is, kind of like my kid. I love you, Herky, honey. Yes, I do, baby. It's not really like children and things are different. The spirit is more like water, but he's there's actually a little piece of me in there, but that's not what makes him good. What makes him good is him. He's awesome. I probably sour the mix a little bit, huh? I help give him fortitude. I love you, buddy. Go ahead, lay down. Let Daddy finish this, okay? Okay? We'll get something in just a minute, okay? I know it's getting late. I'll make this quick, okay? It's about time for him to have his snack and his medicine. Some MSM and uh, glucosamine. Glucosamine. That MSM is a really important part of joint uh, issues. Joint issue treatment. Okay, it really helps. Glucosamine and chondroitin are good, but you need MSM in there if you're really going to get something good done. Okay, so anyway, animal essence was one of the original fields of essence. Uh, Lily and Arrow had the first 100 million lives. Okay, we're approximating, but that's really close. Um, First 100 million lives, and then after that, the next 200 million lives, they had lives with animals. Animals were there. And then after that, then, the human and fey essence came into bodies. But animals have always had shorter lives, more of them. They've died more. They've gone through more experiences. When animal essence was made in the very beginning, when there's this huge piece of the original first being that was clean, when they separated the five fields, they took a lot, excuse me, they took a lot of the frequencies of fortitude and pulled it out to put it in animal essence, that and compassion. Again, it's like with Ara and Lily. They were, or, yeah, whatever, Ara and Lily. Um, They were trying to make something strong, but yet make it weak by making it compassionate. They didn't understand. They were 27.5% negative. Okay, they didn't understand anything other than what they wanted for themselves. Not everything that's 27% negative is like that. Let me hurry up and stick that in there real quick. Okay, it's not at all. There's one guy I know that's negative source energy. Okay, that's really strong negative stuff. Now it's not allowed to have a whole lot of lives because that would be a problem. But this guy actually has a ton of heart energy in him. I've had him yelling at me and everything else one time at a Starbucks, and everybody was like, "What's going on? Here's this big guy yelling at this other big guy, screaming at him, and this other big guy's just looking at him and really calm and saying, you know what? I know who you are, why you're acting like this, and you know what? That's fine." I said, "I love you anyway." And then he just walked away. He didn't. That guy didn't bother him whatsoever. And then when I did that, then that guy was just kind of like, "Huh." So we see each other now. We'll laugh a little bit, and say hi, and that's it. He's allowed to have some lives, even though he's 47% negative, which is not a lot for a negative source, for coming out of that source field. But he has a lot of heart energy, so he's allowed to. By the way, your Antichrist. There's actually, what do you call the Antichrist? That's a joke, isn't it? Anyway, it's negative source in the body. Napoleon, Hitler, Charles Manson, and the fourth one is he's alive right now, running around somewhere. I think Manson's still alive. I don't know, whatever. No issue. Anyway, so back to the topic, animals. They have incredible fortitude and compassion, and which is also love. Animal essence is very strong. They've had so many lives. They had trillions of lives before the first soul was ever released. Okay, shorter in span, yes, but that's a lot more intense feelings and a lot more understanding, a lot more opportunity to develop intelligence. Animal essence, okay, is the most intelligent form of essence. Period. They have stars and everything. They're so massive. They have incredible fortitude, and so do planets. Okay, but size for size, animal essence is the strongest there is. Okay, it's the strongest form of essence that there is. It's not source, it's essence, but there are a few source animals, and we're just going to let that go for right now. Okay. Animal essence has lives in all the different bodies. The characteristics that are their frequencies is what they'll often bring you when they come to you to hang around. And by them hanging around you, their frequencies that they are, like strength or this ability, that ability, and they can also, manipulate different parts of their frequencies to give you that kind of a backup. Because remember, they're out of body; they can pretty much do what they want. They help you with that. Fox. I can't see it. This is a fox over here underneath, but fox is cunning, wisdom, the ability to slide in and out of stuff, aggressive to do what it has to when it's time, but never really over aggressive. It's not the same, but it's almost like mixing part of deer with part of wolf. Those, because I see frequencies, I can kind of match them up. It's like, how do you know each other when you get out of a body after having a life? You see each other, you know each other. You get out of your body. There's a lot of people waiting for you. They're not people; they're spirit beings. So, but we'll call them people. There's a lot of people out there waiting on you. How do they know you? They look at your frequencies. They know who you are. It's like a name tag. Hi, I'm Bzzz. That you know each other as who you really are as energy. Remember, you're a lot more intelligent out of a body than you are in a body. There's no, you don't even have maybe a thousandth of your intelligence. Who knows? I mean, it all depends on who you are and the body you put in. It could be a fraction of that. So we'll just leave that alone. If you're put in a body that doesn't have a lot of processing capability, the brain. The DNA, a body was made with the DNA and everything being the way it is to make sure, and the body was made to be sure that you would have a life where you were very smart or not smart at all. Then that's would be relative to the ratio or percentage, whatever. So, anyway, I see numbers and percentages and stuff like that, but I also see what's behind it and how it relates. So I try to keep saying that because when I see something, I'm going to tell you what I see honestly, but also I want to explain it. Somebody might say, oh, he said this about this, that about that, whatever. I mean, I'll explain as much as I can and just leave you with it, and that's done. Anyway, so animals, they have a lot of fortitude. They have like limitless fortitude and almost limitless compassion. They're incredible. They've been abused more than anything else. They're still willing to help and serve. Their companions, they're awesome. They want to serve and help. They want to help, which is a form of serving others, but they're not servants. They are not servants, and that's the way they've been abused and treated. And this stuff is gone. It's on the way out of here. And as soon as I'm gone, you're going to see it come down real hard. That's enough. How can something be so honorable and be so mistreated? Original first being, male and female. If it's our plan of abuse, it's okay. Don't worry about it because it's going to make us happy. There's going to be more people praising us. That's what else can we ask for? Hey there, Caesar. Anyway, so they're always helping us. They come with us all the time. People never even talk to them. They can't see them for the most part. The vast majority, less than 2% of people actually. Let's just say somewhere around 2% of the people on this planet can actually feel animal energy, or at least are aware of it. That's what I should say. How can you look in an animal's eyes and not know that there's love in there? Intelligence, incredible intelligence. And so anyway, animal essence, one side of the body, they can make any kind of body they want on of any animal body on any planet. Why is something so intelligent? Why is something so intelligent, so strong, so powerful put into a body that doesn't even have opposing thumbs for the most part? Okay, doesn't have the ability to communicate and do all this other stuff with the masses, the human bodies. It's to it puts more pressure on them, but it keeps them from helping us more. It was all by design, folks. So anyway, to honor animals, I want you to know a little bit about their history, who they are, the different animals that'll be brought to you. I'm going to explain the basic energies that they bring to you. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Dr. Stephen D. Farmer from earthmagic.com is really cool. He understands because it's not his philosophy right now. He is source, okay? He's from Aaron Lilly. He's very strong. But he's also animal, human, fae, plant, universal. He's everything, mixed up. He's not a mixed up person, but his frequencies. He's a mixture of all the different frequencies. So there's a lot of good stuff to get from earthmagic.net. Okay. Animals are leaving. The animal essence is stopping having lives. That's why there's so many animals leaving. Their time of servitude in physical bodies, which has really been abuse. It's over. It's over, and it's being phased out. Excuse me. So that's good. It's about time. They're going to be the sentinels for creation. keeping an eye on things. They will have certain abilities. They will literally make a body and get out of it anytime they want. They feel it's necessary. They're not showboats. They're not anything like that. They're awesome. Uh, but it's time for them to have their new jobs. Except for very rare occasions, um, maybe even the leader of a herd or something, they're not going to be in a body again, animal body. Um, and even then, I don't mean every herd's going to have a leader that has one in it. No, 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 no. They're going to have some freedom to do what they want. Okay, they're going to have a lot of freedom to do what they want, but that's I want them out of bodies. They want to be out of bodies. They came up to me and hit me with that out of body a long time ago, and I promised them, I'd make sure that they had that. Remember, I'm not talking about Jay. I'm talking about what I am inside, Ara, which is 90%, 90+% of what I am inside. So that's the only reason I can see all this stuff that other people can't. But see, y'all getting stronger, seeing more and more, which is awesome. And the heart, man, so many of you beautiful souls out there with beautiful heart energy, man. Damn. I can feel your heart and the love that you have, and literally my eyes start tearing up. What an incredible power. What an incredible blessing. It's an incredible power for yourself, and enables you to do so much, but what a blessing to give everything else around you. Damn. The new format for creation is compassion, honor, equality. Justice. There's a lot more to it than that. But you sum it up, it's going to be about passion. It's going to be about having the honor necessary to, having honor, not something abusive and arrogant and everything else. And then equality, everything being equal. And animals are going to help with that. But let's go ahead and break away from this conversation. This is coming out as a separate video, the introduction to the Animal Essence series. And we'll start talking about some different animals here in just a minute. But, their history, where they're from, what they're made out of, their basic frequencies, that's always here to help. Very few animals have serious energy, spirit issues, even as hard as their life was, because they have that much fortitude. It helps you out. So let's go ahead in just a minute here, and let's talk about the different animals. There's different classifications. I'll be talking about some of the land animals, sea animals, fish, insects, birds, even dinosaurs. A long time ago, someone came up to me. It was she was heard from some other woman that was a seer that talks with animals, and says, I never talk to dinosaurs. I don't know why. And said, well, when the energy, like when a body dies, what they call the Kundalini, I call the dual core energy, the dual spirit core. Part of it, about 40% for the normal person, goes back to the planet. It's Gaia. It's part of Gaia's spirit, and then the other is you taken off. Dinosaurs were like regular reptiles here. Yeah, the reptiles, that's another category. I've got a little kind of, out on, put it out on an Excel spreadsheet so I can cover, and I'm not going to cover every single insect, animal, come on, there's no way, but I'm going to cover all the basic ones I can think of, okay? And, well, the reptiles only have the energy from the planet. Fish only have the spirit from the planet, is what I should have said. I'm coming, Herc. I'm coming right now, buddy. I love you. That's all they, when the body dies, the spirit goes back into the planet. It doesn't come out and wander around. So when someone talks with animals, the ones that are gone, the ones that come back, they don't come back from the planet. They come back out. They stay there. But the spirit that's out in the second dimension floating around, out of the planet, floating around, yeah. They come in, you can talk to them. Okay. So animals, they have the dual core, dual spirit core. So you can talk with them. But the dinosaurs, no, they're gone. It's like talking with an insect or a reptile, the regular physical reptile, not the humanoids like Anunnaki, but the other ones. So anyway, that's something else you'll be finding out about. All right, folks. Love you. That's it for this one. We'll get into the animals here in just a minute. Or to the animal essence. Love you all.